Hello and welcome to Old Brits Gaming. It's been a while since we've posted anything. I just thought I'd show you where we're up to on Phasmophobia. So we're already prestige, which means you got to level 100 and reset all your settings, so you go back to all the starter equipment and stuff, and then I'm back up to about level 40. You don't get a lot for prestige in, it's just a couple of badges, an extra loadout slot, and just a bit of kudos, a bit of respect. There is talk that it might unlock other things once the cosmetics come in, so we'll see. But it was good to prestige and go back to starting tier 1 items, but my goodness, that tier 1 temps is a pain. Anyway, we're at Tanglewood. I've got a custom setting that is about 4.5 rewards, so it multiplies your custom settings, multiplies your reward by 4.5, which is pretty decent. And from looking at this, Ronald Roberts, those 3 things are possibly doable. So I'm going to try and get a perfect investigation, and hopefully get even more money. So I've just started taking some of the equipment to the front door. I haven't gone in. Just find it saves a bit of time, especially on the harder difficulties. If you've got a load of your gear at the front door, saves those precious seconds. So, Tanglewood. Let's go find the ghost. My first 3 things that I normally take in on this setting are the temps. This is tier 2, UV, and EMF, just to try and find the ghost room. Always get the keys. Right, this setting, a lot of doors can be open, so that doesn't give you any clue. You've got to listen out. Oh, there's the tarot cards. I won't be using those. 21. And there's the bones. So I'll come back with the camera later and take a photo of those. Because for a perfect investigation, you need to get all 3 of the objectives. You need to get the ghost type, and you also need to get turn blooming lights out on me already. Charming. How rude. Okay, where was I? So it's not a gin then, because it's turned the breaker off. Just checking for temps in these 2 rooms. Let's get the basement out of the way, because that's scary. Oh yeah, for a perfect investigation, you need to do the 3 objectives. That's slightly lower. Is that going up? No, it's not going down enough. I can close off the basement. Let's have a little look in here. Yeah, the 3 secondaries, 10 3-star photos, and the ghost type. That's what you need for a perfect investigation. So obviously with the photos, you can take the cursed item, you can take a picture of the bones, and then the other things are things like salt, items thrown, and stuff like that. So you've got to be careful with your photos that you take. That's why I'm never, when I'm playing with the boys, I'm never on camera duty, because I'm a little bit slapdash with my photo taking. You only get 2 that you can delete in the photo album, so if you mess up 3 times, obviously you're then stuffed. You can't get your perfect investigation. Ugh. Jesus Christ on a bike. Thanks for that. Okay, I think it's in here. What do you reckon? Right, start bringing some stuff in, including a couple of these. I always get the crucifixes down early because, like I say, we're on a really high level difficulty here. One here and one in the hall, just in case it starts hunting from elsewhere. Book, spirit box, and this little fella here. Oh, I can't take that in yet. Let's just take these through. Book, motion sensor, because that's one of the objectives. Spirit box. Obviously the lights need to be out when you're doing the spirit box, so I'll just bring my gear in first and I'll try these things. Parabolic mic I think was one of the objectives as well, so I will try and tick that off early. And then the camera's on the floor there, I'll do that later. Ooh. So chuck that in the corner of the room. Get the old dots going. And then let's have a little listen out. Are you friendly? Where are you? How old are you? Getting out so far. Seems to be some noise coming out in the hall. This is definitely the room, isn't it? Yeah, 6 degrees. We're alright in here. Just wondering what he's doing. Is he chucking stuff here? There he is. Ooh. Stuff going off everywhere. Oh. I'll come back for that. Let's have a look on the old camera while we're outside. Slurp of coffee. Right, so activity, we've got to keep a real look on your sanity when you're playing at this level. Right, so we need EMF and parabolic microphone. Let's have a look at the camera, see if we get any orbs or dots. There's definitely orbs. So let's stick that in the evidence. I always try and do the evidences first because you can lose track of what you've had and stuff. So for photos, I normally get the salt, and there's a neat little trick on the salt so you can get a load of photos all in one. You just put the salt in exactly the same place, and you go, ooh, what was that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So all of them are all in the same place, and you can just take 9 photos of that pile of salt. Oh, hang on, we've got some right in there. Let's go and get the camera. Let's go, because I'll lose track of what I'm taking photos of. So I've got the camera. So the bones, you need to pick up the bones as well for the perfect investigation. So let's take a photo of the bones. Let's take a photo. You don't need to take a photo of the cursed item object, but may as well, because it counts towards the 10 3-star photos. But you can just do it with the salt, you can do it with a blown out firelight, you can do it with the book, the ghostwriting book. So those should be 3 photos there already. There you go. And then I'll get the other ones from the salt. So he's walked through 9 pieces of salt here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's chuck the camera on the floor. Let's have a look if that worked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we've got ghost writing. So we've got a mare, revenant or thay now. I'm going to go and take some meds because we don't need it to hunt for any of the secondaries. You know, sometimes you get the secondary prevent a hunt with the crucifix. Well, that's not on there, so I ain't going to risk anything. My sanity's already getting towards 60-70% there. So let's get that back up. So we're down to 3 ghosts. Oh, I still need the parabolic mic for the perfect. So I'll go back in and get that. But you can cross off. There's only 3 ghosts, and we've still got 5 evidences there, so we can cross off 2. So if you just cross through, and all 3 ghosts still appear, you don't need EMF. Let's try the same with ultraviolet. There you go. All 3 are still on there, so you don't need ultraviolet. Because say you cross through freezing temps, there you go, you lose revenant there. So yeah, that's an easy way of seeing which ones you don't need to bother trying. So I need either spirit box, dots, or freezing temperatures, and that'll be the 3. Unless it's a mimic, of course, and then we'll make sure it's not a mimic, because if a mimic does my perfect score here, I'll be fuming. So let's go in and get the parabolic mics first of all. Oh, flickering lights. See quite a bit of activity. You don't necessarily need the lights off for the parabolic. But it might help. I do have 2 crucifixes down, so yes, he's creeping around. EMF 3. Motion sensor. Come on. Ugh. That's an EMF 3. Eye friendly. Just going to quickly check temps. There you go. It's freezing temps. It's a revenant. The good thing about the parabolic mic, you can do it from the door. Look. There you go. That is parabolic mic. Hopefully confirmed. I'll just get to the door here. Instead of having to go out to the van to see if your secondary objectives are ticked off, you can go to your journal here, go to overview, and your 3 optional objectives. I call them secondaries. Playing Helldivers too much. Yeah, they tick them off here when they're done, so it's quite a good one. Especially when you get the objective for get below 25% sanity, because instead of having to go to the van to check the screens, you can just come in here and see that when that's got a red tick next to it, you know you're done. So we've got 10 photos, 3 star. Always check that you've got 3 stars on all of them. Like I say, you only get to delete too, so just be very careful with your photos. I'm learning that one. Oh, lights have got out. What else was it? Motion sensor, parabolic mic, and EMF reader. Sometimes when the 3 objectives are ones like that, really easy ones, you don't even have to like initiate hunts. You don't have to get your sanity down. So when I get those 3, it's a perfect one to try and do a perfect investigation. So perfect investigation, just to recap, is 10 3-star photos, the bones, the ghost, and all 3 of your objectives that are ticked off there. Then you always confirm that you've selected your ghost, revenant. Oh, it can't be a mimic, can it? No, mimic can't do ghost bug, so that's fine. And off we go. Thank you very much, Ronald McDonald. Hopefully that's a perfect. Fingers crossed.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
So you got your ghost type, you got all 3 secondary objectives. Perfect investigation gives you double, even more than double actually, more than double of what you've won, what you've got there. The reward, so that's because I've gone into custom and changed loads of the settings, like make the ghost faster, doors open at the beginning. There's all sorts of things on the custom. Wow. Bone evidence, 10 photos. Oh, I've got a daily there as well for the assault. That's great. And I got a weekly. Wow. Okay. 2,440. It's a revenant. I thank you very much. OBG out.